Hi, I created this drone video about this hiker that went missing on June 23rd, 2024. It was a Sunday. Um, I flew my drone over the memorial site. So I came to this location because I was curious about it. I've hiked on Black Mountain many times. And when I saw the news about this death, I was just shocked. I parked my car at that cul-de-sac that was just shown and started walking, expecting to take 20, maybe 30 minutes to find a memorial of where the body was found. It just took me like four minutes to find this memorial. I was totally surprised. So now I'm just showing you, um, as the crow flies, how long it would take to get from that memorial site to where you could see the Black Mountain Summit, which is the highest point this hiker went on that day. I already showed how close it was to civilization, and that is, I could have spent more time focusing on that, but that is clearly like one of the most shocking things about the story. So there's Black Mountain on the right. Um, on the left was, oh, I should pause here. This is where I parked, closest parking. Body was found there, and then the news said it was close to another intersection, but that was a longer pathway. So she was actually closer than what the news said to civilization. On the left is the summit. She started the hike at Hilltop Community Park, but her body was found on the right. So the left side is Hilltop Community Park, some high school. Um, that's the area where she was lost. Lots of civilization around here. I think I'm going to go back with my drone and focus in a little bit on where I'm standing. Not just yet, though. But this is the whole area. That's Black Mountain Summit again up at the top. That's the area where she would have gotten lost, like taken a wrong turn. Um, so that I'm standing somewhere there. That cul-de-sac right in on the right of the middle of the screen is where I parked. Again, 4 minute walk from there uphill to. All right, so right there on the left. Oh my gosh, that was too fast. But that's where she broke off from the path that she should have taken. Um, don't worry about the details, but anyway, this is the trail that she would have been dehydrated on, trying to return to where her friends or relatives had already split off from her like much earlier in the trip. Her friends and relatives did not make it to the summit. They turned back around to go back to Hilltop Community Park about halfway up the hill. She makes it to the top of the hill. There's a lot of video footage from the top of the hill that shows her walking around totally fine, but then she starts descending on her own without the rest of the group. Unfortunately, she was wearing, I think, 2 layers of black clothing. It was the first hot day of the year. She didn't have enough water. Lots of unfortunate factors. I've led, so that's where the memorial is. And I'm going to show you how long it takes to walk those 4 minutes to the nearest trailhead or nearest parking area. So that's exactly the path that I took. There's the cul-de-sac. Again, 4 minutes uphill. It's pretty crazy how close she was, which is sad because she was probably very dehydrated and not thinking clearly. The news report said that her body was found close to a different intersection via Rimini, and I thought it would take me a lot longer to find this memorial, but it took me just 4 minutes. Now I'm going to show you how long it would have taken to get to Via Rimini. I just thought it was interesting that the news reports could have said she was found closer to this other cul-de-sac, but for whatever reason they didn't. But it's even more mind-blowing how close she was to this other cul-de-sac. So that's the start of the trail from Carmel Mountain Road near Via Rimini. That's about it. Sad story. I was in total shock because I've been on this mountain many times, sometimes with my family. I've even led a Cub Scout hike on this mountain. It's important to educate people on safe hiking practices. The area where she got lost, I think, is mostly used by mountain bikers. It's not a very pretty part of the trail for hikers. It's also kind of far from the summit. Thanks for watching.